Hello, friends. Burnout. What a huge topic, isn't it? For this 29th capsule on Flow to ta vie 144, oops, for this, for this, for this 29th capsule, I want to dive into this with you in total honesty, sharing my own experiences and those I've seen in some close people around me. I'll do my best to keep it simple and real. Describe situations you might recognize yourself in, and above all, offer concrete ways to break out of this infernal spiral that sometimes feels impossible to escape unscathed. And what if I told you there really are solutions? And what if I told you there really are solutions? How do we end up there? In the state of total exhaustion that seems to hit more and more people around us. Let's start at the beginning. When we were kids, the world was magical. We had dreams full of color, intensity, real texture. Then, as we grew up, those dreams faded. They got replaced by values, ideals, and often by compromise. That's where it all begins, and where burnout takes root for so many of us. In love, for example, we all dream of meeting our soulmate, don't we? We still believe in a bit, even if less and less these days because the world is full of narcissistic perverts and all kinds of manipulators. Does that ring a bell? In friendship, the same pattern. As long as they have an interest, they shower you with compliments, bend over backwards for you. In seduction mode, they pull out tons of strategies to move you, rally you to their cause. And once they get what they want, they turn into demons. Quick alert. If someone is overly insistent with compliments, you're too beautiful, too smart, too this or too that, or suddenly way too generous, use your discernment. Some people have a plan, and you're part of it. As the first slip up, you see their true face. In a relationship, it's the same. We build this beautiful picture of couple life. At first, it might match. Then, reality catches up. Disillusion after disillusion. We make compromises for the kids. That's often the excuse we give ourselves. We lose ourselves, and boom, the seeds of burnout are planted. The good news? In an unfulfilling, endured relationship, burnout can almost vanish naturally once we realize that as long as we stay in this charade of pretense, nothing will change. Sometimes, even after leaving the home, burnout lingers until we make peace with the guilt tied to that decision. You know the saying, what you resist persists, what you face disappears? Dodging, playing ostrich, staying in denial, that's the worst thing you can do. Simple steps to move forward. Admit you're unhappy in this situation. Huge first step. Take action to end what's draining you day by day. Break the silence and the unsaid things. Make peace with the decision. No remorse, no regrets. Move toward a new life, even if some collateral damage breaks your heart. You know what I mean, depending on the case. And don't just blame the other person. It's too easy. In truth, the real ball and chain is us. We are the ones who locked ourselves in that golden cage and closed the door. The key? The key is inside us, often buried. It takes courage to dig it up, and one day, turn the lock to set ourselves free. Any conflict between our expectations, ideals, values, childhood dreams, and reality eventually leads to burnout. It's our responsibility to protect our well being sphere. In the professional world, same song. At first, colleagues and bosses welcome you nicely. Then, at the first chance, some humiliate you, as if taking revenge for what they went through before, or just to show who's the boss. The work world can be ruthless when you're not in a key position or when your skills aren't valued properly. Life catches up. We do like everyone else, get a job, marry or live together, have kids, raise them as best we can, go on faraway vacations, come back and jump right back into the grind. And in the end, where are we? Where is the meaning? Where did your dreams, ideals, values go? Chasing a soul crushing paycheck job day after day, some know they're in burnout, but don't know how to get out. And then there's what I feel as a generalized burnout on a societal scale. The word keeps crumbling. Do I need to give examples? Everything points to beautiful days not being on the horizon, with the agenda of these elites governing us going in the opposite direction. From what I perceive, and this is just my view, this collective burnout is partly orchestrated. Everything is done to make us burn slowly, just like the fire that you see on the picture, on the video. What we eat, drink, breathe, smoke, the meds we take, what we wear, watch on screens, read in the press for those who still do, what we think, feel, everything is distorted, inverted. For what purpose? To make us as docile as possible, as little rebellious as possible. Up to you to decide. This disillusionment is widespread. How not to give up? A few paths I've already mentioned that work on a smaller scale, keep our discernment on high alert, don't be naive, take back control on our well-being, act with full awareness, be responsible for our lives and ready for real change, our own. Stop looping the same stories, get out of our comfort zone. Don't fear conflicts. Afterwards, it can turn out to be the best thing that ever happens to us. Don't fear losing everything. It's often in letting go that we truly find ourselves, far from pretense, appearances, noise, and chaos. Go into nature to reconnect with ourselves. Dare to take a new path, dare to be different, and dare the unknown. Dare to lose it all without keeping a backup plan, just in case. For the little aside on what we ingest daily, I strongly invite you to watch the two videos by I Am Madziken. I'll put the links in the description. Thank you so much for listening all the way through. Thank you for continuing to follow and support the channel. You're not alone in this mess. There is a way out, and it starts with one conscious step. See you very soon for the next capsule. Take real care of yourselves.